Good morning and what's up, War Eagle War Report family? Your man Ike Jones here. We are back another fantasy pick time. It's Auburn. It's Texas A&M. Texas A&M is on a little bit of a losing streak. Auburn coming off of their first SEC loss. Texas A&M headed to the jungle today. We're going to see what's going to go down, and we are going to make some fantasy picks today. It's prizepicks.com, the War Report. Your man Ike Jones. Let's go. All right, as always, before we get into today's game, we got to take a look back at the previous game. Not a dub for Auburn University. But your man Ike Jones, yeah, we got the dub on that flex play. Let's take a look at it. All right, for the flex play here, we had Audice Toney making at least 3 free throws. He did that, 4 in total. Had Jabari Smith going over his total for rebounds at 6.5. We needed him to make 7. He had 9 rebounds in that game. KD Johnson was the one who was not able to produce. He had a pretty off game, just to be honest. Needed him to get 14 points. He only had 2 in that game. Maybe still recovering from the hand, finger, wrist situation, what I don't know what exactly it was that he hurt in the previous game. But nevertheless, we are back in the win column with a little flex play. Let's see what we can do today for the Texas A&M game. Let's check it out. All right, for Texas A&M, of course, we are back on prizepicks.com. You can go with any sport that you would like to put your card together. It doesn't all have to be the same sport when you're putting a card together. It just needs to be players from 2 different teams when you're doing this, or 2 athletes from 2 different whatever, right? Like, it just can't be all from the same team. But let's take a look at what we've got for college basketball, of course, and we will start with Texas A&M. 2 players available here, Quentin Jackson and Henry Coleman. Again, Texas A&M is on a losing streak right now, so I do anticipate that they're going to play really hard and be getting up for this game. Quentin Jackson, the guard here, I've talked about this before. Auburn has shorter guards. It is rumored that Zep Jasper will be back for this game. Not sure if he's going to be 100%, but he will be back. Despite all that, him being a larger guard, that Quentin Jackson, I do anticipate him giving us some trouble in stopping him from scoring because he is not just a straight line driver. He can pull up and make jump shots and that sort of thing. So I'm actually going to take Quentin Jackson on the points here and say he gets above it. I am conversely considering doing Henry Coleman, the forward, who is not much of an outside threat. He's more of a bang it up, down, catch lives kind of guy. That's the kind of guy that we defend better in the post. If he's not going to be more of a face up and do his dirty work from the outside, or, you know, he's going to hit a lot of jump shots or be able to take you off of the dribble, he's going to have a tough time scoring points against Auburn. So I am actually going to go with him as well and see if maybe we can get an under on that one. Well, let's take a look at what's on the Auburn side and see who we want to grab from this side of it. On Auburn here, we have 15.5 points. Jabari Smith going for a monstrous total last time, scoring a lot late in that overtime game. Again, Jabari on boards always feels like a winning proposition. Getting to 8 boards this game is going to be tough, but I think possible. Let's see who else we've got. Walker Kessler. Ooh, they've got him up to 9 boards. Man, that's going to be a rough number to get to. Walker's like a walking double-double. You know, if he stays out of foul trouble, him getting to this points, rebounds, assist number feels like a good number to go for. KD Johnson, 14 points, man. He's due for a bounce back game. Do we want to do that? Do we want to get Wendell in here on this assist number? Is he going to be able to put up a good number of points? Is Wendell going to feel like he needs to be vindicated for the last second miss against Arkansas and feel like he needs to come out and put up a lot of points? A lot of interesting numbers out here to look at. Let's see if there's any free throw numbers. We do have free throws made for Jabari here. Those free throws are always difficult. He doesn't go to the line a ton. Walker Kessler, 13 points. It's going to be a bang-bang game, right? Like, there's going to be a lot of physicality going out. Texas A&M likes to get early offense going to their post players. So that means Texas A&M is going to be challenging Walker Kessler a lot. If he stays out of foul trouble, 13.5 points feels like a shoe-in for him. Let's see. What else do we want to examine here? 21 on points, rebounds, and assists for Wendell Green. Ooh, that's an interesting one because I feel like he can get double digits in points for sure. It's the rebounds and assists that I'd be worried about on his. All right, so let's do this. Jabari on the points. He's going to score 16 this game, guys. 16 from Jabari, at least. I like this points, rebounds, and assists number for Walker Kessler. I think that he can get to that number for us here. So let's do those two. And I am considering taking Wendell on the assists as well to get our first ever pick 5 card. You guys know how I get down. We're not going to talk about it. We're going to be about it. 5 assists for Wendell Green. Let's make it happen. So going over to our card, we are going to take the over for Quentin Jackson, the under for Henry Coleman, the overs for Jabari, the over for Walker, and dare I say it, 5 assists for Wendell Green today. So for a 5 pick, you must get 3 out of the 5 in order to be able to do it. But if you get all 5, it is a 10 times payout. Let's make it official. All right, that's it. We locked in our first 5-play card ever on Prize Picks session here with the War Rapport. We're going to see how this turns out today. Early game today in the jungle. We will see you at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time for the game. You all make sure that you lock in right down here in the comments with what you decided to go with your Prize Picks card. Again, you don't have to do college basketball just because you're watching Prize Picks with the War Rapport. But hey, that's what we're talking about here. But if you do decide to do this for the first time, and I suggest you just give it a try, you know, put a couple of dollars in there and see what happens. Make sure when you sign up, you are using the link that we have down here in the description of the video, or you can use code Rapport to lock in with your boys at War Rapport and get a little something extra from Prize Picks. It's prizepicks.com, and you're going to use code Rapport. Outside of that, the due diligence is necessary. You need to be liking this video. Make sure you like the video so that YouTube knows that this is the kind of content you want to continue to see. Subscribe to the channel. So much more to the War Rapport besides the fantasy picks, but it's also a great part of what we do in the War Rapport family is having a little fun outside of just talking about sports. We put a little something on top of that and make it a little interesting with the gamification. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, stay locked in with you guys here at the War Rapport. Looking forward to a great game against Texas A&M at home today in the jungle. As always, it is War Eagle and War Rapport out.